Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. What I'm looking at is a beer from Burlington Beer Company. They are out of Williston, Vermont. This is Fistful of Bees. It is a honey triple IPA, clocking in at 11% ABV. I don't see a canned on date, but sometimes they're hard to find on these cans. Yeah. Oh, here we go. $1.23. 20. Oh, if this is correct, and this was canned, that's the 28th. So if I'm reading this right, this was canned 5 days ago. All right, either way, it's 2023. I see the 2-3 on the end, so it's just hard to, they put these weird printed on, as you can see. It's very difficult to read. But pretty fresh beer, any way you slice it. I've had a lot of beers from Burlington Beer Company. They make some really good IPAs, some great stouts, quality brewery. Never had this one. Bought a single for like I think it was $4.95, which for an 11% triple IPA brewed with honey, not a bad deal, assuming that it's any good. All right. Almost has a honey-like color to it when you pour it in the glass. I was expecting more of like a bright orange, hazy color. It is hazy, but it's not completely opaque. You can see some light coming through it. It's a dark orange blossom honey color. Off-white head, 2.5 fingers, relatively creamy looking on the head. The aroma, very citrus forward. Some tangerine. Some pineapple. I'm not getting a lot of honey. A little bit, but not really strong with the honey aroma. We'll see if maybe that comes through more on the palate. None of the 11% is coming through on the nose. It definitely smells malty and sweet, little hoppy with the citrus notes that I'm picking up on. It smells good. It's interesting. It smells really good. No alcohol presence, like I said. Slight sweetness, possibly from the honey, but mostly citrus forward with the hops. Maybe a touch of breadiness on there, but that's about it. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Honey's coming through nicely. Definitely a little bit more honey on the palate than what I was expecting based off of the aroma that I was getting. It's not really that sweet, though. You are getting some citrus forward hop characteristics on the palate, some tangerine, a little bit of that pineapple. It's nice and malty in the middle, kind of a little bit of wheat bread, but it's almost like a spiced bread note with this one. Then there's a little bit of an earthy hop finish as you swallow it down. Bitterness is very minimal. It is sweet, but it's not cloying at all. There's not as much. I would actually prefer more honey. I mean, it's called Fistful of Bees. Got the honey, the hive there, and bees on the label, and I was expecting actually a lot more honey. I was looking forward to a lot more honey. I'm just not getting it. Nice head retention, glass lacing. The alcohol is well masked. No burn on on the finish or anything really to indicate that it is 11% alcohol. This is enjoyable, but it's really missing that oomph. I was expecting more honey. I wanted more honey, and I'm not getting it. But it's actually a pretty well-balanced beer. Getting the nice hop profile, nice breadiness in the middle. The honey is kind of all the way through. It's not too sweet, and then you get that earthy hop bite on the back end to kind of balance it out. I just wish there was a little bit more honey flavor. It's there, but it's subtle. And it's pretty fresh, so it's not a matter of freshness. So Burlington Beer Company, if you ever watch this review and you want my 2 cents, add more honey to this. And I think it would really put it over the top. It'll be a little sweeter, but it's a honey beer after all, honey IPA, and that's what your customers are expecting when they buy it based off of the description of the beer, the label, the name of the beer. But a solid beer nonetheless. I'm going to go 92 out of 100. It's an excellent beer, but it's an A- for me, mostly because it's lacking the honey. It's too well balanced for what it is. I was expecting more sweetness, more honey, and I just didn't get it. But the hop profile is nice, the malt profile is nice, the honey that is present is nice. I just wish there was more of it. And of course, as always with these high ABV beers from Burlington Beer Company, the alcohol is extremely well masked. It doesn't drink like an 11%er at all, which is an indication of a high-quality brew. So, 92 out of 100 for Fistful of Bees from Burlington Beer Company out of Williston, Vermont. Buy it, try it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That'll do it for this beer review. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Until next time, everybody. Cheers.